stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready? Let me be honest, I don't know a single thing that I haven't done to make you notice me.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, it's a get it all done, spend the day with us type video. This is just a regular day for us in the summer. We do still homeschool in the summer because during the typical school year, we don't do school every single day. So we take vacations and stuff all throughout the school year, which is a big reason why I love homeschooling so much, because it's so flexible. So I plan our schooling around our vacations and what kind of things that we plan. That's just what's important to us. So the kids don't even really know what summer break is, so they don't feel like they're missing out or anything. But we just do school during the week whenever it works. So we do have a lot of play dates during the summer because of our friends' kids being out of school. So we pretty much just do school around that. And today we didn't have any play dates planned and it was a schooling day. But I wanted to start my day outside doing a devotion before I jumped into the rest of my day. We have very lazy mornings, especially because I'm pregnant. I am in my 3rd trimester and moving around, doing a lot of things is definitely harder for me, and I don't want to push it. I feel like I always push it every time I'm pregnant because it's hard for me to rest. I feel like I always need to be doing something, and I'm trying to slow down and not overdo it, because whenever I do overdo it, I get really intense Braxton Hicks contractions, and I don't want that to lead to like early labor or anything. So yeah, I pretty much just take it easy. Our kids are allowed to wake up whenever they want, and then we know that we don't really start school until after I have coffee and I read in my Bible for a little while. And on this day, I told the kids that after I read in my Bible, I wanted to deep clean the kitchen before we started schooling, and of course they were fine with that, and they actually played in their rooms really well. I was very proud of them. So the entire time that I was cleaning, like, you'll see them come out sometimes and like talk to me or ask me questions or whatever, but pretty much the whole time I was cleaning, they were just in their rooms playing, and that was so nice. But after I did my devotion, I needed to eat, so I came in to make myself breakfast. My kids have 2 breakfasts because they have breakfast right when they wake up, which is usually like cereal or just fruit or something, but that is like not a big enough breakfast to me. So when I make my breakfast at around like, I don't know, 10:30 or 11, I really don't know what time it was, I make them their 2nd breakfast. So this is the first thing that I ate, and I just cut up some chicken sausages from Costco, and I took these fire roasted vegetables. I've been eating this like every day to try and get some healthy protein and my serving of veggies, because it's really good and it's easy. And then I added an egg too for just even extra protein, and cooked that in the cast iron skillet. And then for the kids, I just made their usual oatmeal. Oatmeal is like their favorite thing. So it's just organic oats, some raw milk from a local farmer, some maple syrup, bee pollen, cinnamon, and then we always add some protein powder. And we get our protein powder from Just Ingredients. Our favorite is the strawberries and cream. It's so good. And any excuse that I have to put, and chia seeds. But any excuse that I have to put protein powder, I will, because I just want extra protein in a lot of things that we have so that we can stay fuller longer.
Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth.
I honestly could not believe how fast this pregnancy is going. I feel like I just found out I was pregnant. Like, time is fleeting, and my little sister is gonna give birth in less than 2 weeks. and I am like so nervous for her. Like, I feel like I'm about to give birth for some reason. She is 10 weeks ahead of me, so she is going to be going through all of that before I do, but she's actually going to be having a home birth at my house, and I'm really excited for that. She's going to be using the same midwives. Oh, well, pause that story, but look, I'm making some sun tea with red raspberry leaf tea. This is something I've been making every day. When I'm in the 3rd trimester, I like to make iced red raspberry leaf tea. It's so good, and I love to make sun tea. It's just fun. So literally all you do is you put like however many tea bags you want, and I want it to be strong. So I put 3 in this little mason jar, and I sit it in the sun for like 2 or 3 hours, and then it's perfect. But yeah, so she's going to be having a home birth here soon, so I'm also trying to prepare for that. And then I wanted to show you guys all of the stuff that I have been taking during my pregnancy. I actually have gotten questions about different supplements that I take when I'm pregnant from people who are pregnant or people who want to get pregnant, and this is all of them. I will list them down below, but I am also anemic in this pregnancy, which is why I'm taking what I just showed you, the iron, and then I have to take this. It's called Her Package, and it has like beef liver, beef organs, just like really disgusting things, but it's supposed to really help you with your iron levels. So I'm taking everything I can, because I definitely notice when I don't take anything with iron or my iron is low, I have such little energy. It's so hard to function. So I have to take it, and I never thought that I would be taking like beef liver supplements, but you know what? It's worth it. So I'm just working on cleaning the kitchen now. Me and the kids are done eating, and I just really want to deep clean this kitchen. We don't have bar stools right now because I sold them. If you guys don't remember them, you can go to like previous videos and see what they look like, but they had fabric, and the fabric was really hard to clean, and I don't want to tell my kids that they can't sit in the bar stools, like, so I was just cleaning them like all the time, and it was getting ridiculous with how much I was cleaning them. And they were a really light color too. They were like this cream color, so anything like dirt, food, whatever, always showed up so bad on them. And so I felt like I was cleaning them 24/7. So I definitely wanted to get some bar stools where I could wipe them off, but I still didn't just get some plain wood ones, because I didn't want to get like plain ones. I still wanted some that had some pretty style and just looked like me. So Josh and I actually went out shopping for bar stools, and we got a babysitter and everything, and I feel like the whole day was wasted because we went to 7 different stores, okay? We could not find any bar stools that we liked, and I had like a vision in my head of what I wanted, and like we couldn't find them anywhere. And Josh actually ended up going to these 2 elderly ladies that were shopping, and he like asked them like, do you guys live around here? Like, have you been here for a while? Like, do you know where we could find some bar stools? And they told us a few places, which most of them we already went to. But they were like, honestly, like these days, you just need to get them online. Like, there's no point in trying to go in store. If you know what you want, you need to find it online. And they were definitely right, because we didn't find anything. And so I ended up getting some bar stools off of Amazon, and they actually come in the mail today, and I'm so excited. Josh and I had like 4 narrowed down to what we really liked, and I had to compromise. These were not my first choice, but I do still love them. But Josh hated my first choice.
I'm going out with you tonight. Are you close to?
Also, please excuse the way that I look. I didn't feel like even getting dressed at all today, but I was like, okay, if I'm gonna be on camera, I'm gonna at least like wear real clothes, which this is just a giant baggy t-shirt and maternity yoga pants. But I felt like I looked like such a bum, but I was just like, do I care? Not really, but I guess I do care enough to apologize for it. But anyways, I'm also going to be having a home birth this time around with baby number 5, and I had a home birth with my last baby. And it went well, like, you know, in the big picture, but it was definitely like not what I thought it was. So this time I hope that now that I know what to expect, I go into it and I handle it better, and I'm not as shocked with like the intensity as I was as last time. But I do have a spirit of fear right now, because just the thought of doing it again is scary, and I never thought that I had to do it again. Like, I thought that this last time was going to be the last time, but you know, God had other plans, and He's really carried me through this whole pregnancy, honestly. I mean, this pregnancy has been extremely easy, which honestly most of my pregnancies are really easy, but I don't know, it's been really good. Like, I've still kept my energy levels up, I'm still cooking, I'm still keeping up with my kids and spending time with them, and I haven't gone through any kind of sickness or any kind of complications or anything like that. I mean, the whole pregnancy has gone so smooth, so I feel like He's gonna carry me through labor as well, and I just really need to trust in Him. But I could use y'all's prayers, so if you don't mind praying for me and my upcoming labor and my sister's upcoming labor, that would mean the world to me. But I'm still working on deep cleaning the kitchen. It took forever, and you'll see, like, my method with cleaning right now is just taking everything where it needs to be, but I don't like put it away. So like everything that was on the counters, this is like the catch-all, and honestly it's my kids and my husband that put stuff here, because I don't put stuff here, because I know that if stuff goes here, it's gonna start piling up. But anything that was here, I just put it in the room that it belonged in. I didn't put it away in that room, but that's the easiest way for me to clean. And then when I move on to the next room is when I'll put away whatever, you know, goes in that room. But if I do that, if I just put everything where it goes, it makes it a lot easier when I actually go into that space and clean that space. So I don't know if that will help you guys with your cleaning, but I've noticed that if I do that, it makes it so much easier for some reason. But I'm cleaning mostly everything with an essential oil spray, and it's by Revive. I will put what it is down below because I really love it a lot, and it's supposed to be a disinfectant, but it's like a really clean disinfectant that you can use around your babies and your dogs. It's not harsh chemicals because it's essential oils, so I will put that down below, link it for you guys, because I've been loving it. I use it on pretty much everything except my wood. So for my wood, I actually make a wood cleaner. This is what it looks like. You have to shake it every time that you use it because there's olive oil and vinegar and lemon essential oil in here, so it does separate. But it's the best wood cleaner I've ever used. Like, I'm not being dramatic. I used to use the Method wood cleaner, which now I know that Method is owned by Johnson & Johnson. But I used to use Method. I used their wood cleaner because I loved the smell of almond. Like, the smell was so good. Anything that smells like almond, I'm obsessed with it. But it would leave like this sticky-ish film over my wood, and it was driving me insane. But with this homemade wood cleaner, there is no weird film. It just feels clean, and it smells great because of the lemon essential oil. So I would definitely recommend making it. I'll put the recipe of how to make it down below. It's really easy. But yeah, I would definitely recommend making your own wood cleaner because it works so much better. I was going to steam the floors too, so I picked up my little comfort mats. These are by House of Noah, which I also wanted to talk about because it took me forever to buy these because they're pretty expensive, and I thought that was kind of ridiculous to pay like such a high price for comfort mats in your kitchen. But now I'm a changed woman. I think it's definitely worth it. I've had them for about 6 months now. And not only does it help when you're cooking and you're washing dishes because you're standing on something so comfortable, it helps with my back pain, but they're such good quality that I can vacuum over them and mop over them. My dogs walk on them. You know, there's traffic on them and they still look really good. They clean up really easily. and they're just such good quality. Like the other ones that I had, I feel like I was always replacing them, so it's like I would have spent how much I spent on these ones over time by repurchasing comfort mats. So I'm also going to link those down below because I think that they're definitely worth it if you spend a lot of time in the kitchen like I do. They're just lifesavers, and sometimes I'll even, like, at the end of the night when my back is hurting, I'll just go and like lean against the counter and stand on one because it just feels so nice to stand on it for a little while, and it alleviates a lot of my back pain. So I would definitely recommend it. I vacuumed the whole kitchen and now I'm steaming it. I love this little steam mop. I've had it for about 4 years now and it's still going strong. All you do is put water in it, and then of course I add lemon essential oil. Whenever I'm deep cleaning, I have lemon essential oil like all over the place because it just smells so clean to me. So especially like in the steamer, it just lets out this really nice lemon smell. And then I had lemon in the diffuser that I lit earlier, so it just smelled so clean in here. While the floors were drying, I was able to go ahead and start on the kids' homeschool, and I didn't film like a ton of that because you guys have already seen like how we homeschool. I mean, there's only so much that I can show you, but we always start with our devotions and we do that together, and then we move on to their English and math and their science. That's pretty much the only subjects that we're doing right now. We're not really adding anything else until they are like really, really good at reading and they can do a lot more lessons by themselves. I just think it's important to focus on the reading and the math right now, especially, but science is just fun and the kids love doing different science experiments or learning about the world around them. And like I've said a million times, we use the good and the beautiful and for our homeschool curriculum, and then we use not consumed for our children's devotions. I will also link those down below for you guys as well because I highly recommend both of them. The Good and the Beautiful is a faith-based curriculum, so obviously we love that. And the kids were looking forward to, after we were doing our homeschool lesson, I told them that we could go and blow up the float, which is pretty much all that we do in the summer. I'm realizing it's been in the 90s like every day here for the past like 2 weeks. So we have been on the float like all the time. This float is definitely essential. I'm so glad that we have it. We do technically have a pool, so our pool is over at my parents' place. They live on a farm and they're about like 30 minutes away, and we do go to the pool every weekend when we go with Josh. I'm not comfortable taking my kids to the pool without another set of adult eyes that will only be watching my kids to help me, because Elowen has surprised me and she is a total water baby and she's not scared of water at all. And all of my other kids had fear when it came to water. Like they wouldn't have just like jumped into a body of water, but Elowen will, and she stresses me out. It is so hard chasing her around the pool area, and she just throws herself in at all these random spots, and it's like it's definitely like an Olympic sport for Josh and I to keep up with her because she's crazy. But she just turned 2 recently, so she's definitely living up to her age. But all 3 of my older kids, so I have a 8-year-old, I have a soon-to-be 7-year-old, and I have a 4-year-old. Those are my oldest ones, and they are really independent in the pool, and it's super nice. Ashton, my oldest, he actually has taught himself to swim. I wanted to show you guys the bubbles that we use. So of course, like, you know, we have to make it fun, and we put bubbles on the kids' float. And I got these Piracy bubbles because they're the cleanest bubbles that I could find, the most non-toxic. But the kids wanted me to tell you that these bubbles do not stay bubbles long enough. Like, they start to, go down way too quickly for them. So the bubbles that we used before I found these were the Honest Company bubbles, which are still a cleaner option than most, but not as clean as the Pure C. But I told the kids that I would buy them the Honest version after the Pure C were gone. So you can, choose which one, either the most non-toxic or the one that the bubbles will last longer. But usually I will set up the float and then I go inside and I just start cutting up snacks, because the kids are going to want a bunch of snacks while they're out there. And this is pretty much what we eat for lunch. Like, we just snack on things. We had pretzels, we had fruit water, we had hummus, and then I ended up bringing some Uncrustables out, some coconut rolls, the Once Upon a Farm pouches. And I know you're probably thinking, like, Uncrustables, you feed your kid Uncrustables. Yes, I have been feeding my kids Uncrustables lately, because, like I said, I am in the 3rd trimester, and I have been giving myself so much grace, like I said. So I went to Costco, and I got a lot of frozen things. So, like, I got the Uncrustables, I got those frozen vegetables that you saw earlier, lots of frozen fruits, frozen burritos, frozen pot stickers. All of them have great ingredients, except the Uncrustables. Those ingredients are not great, but they're not, like, the worst thing ever. But and I've been using that stuff up, so that's been really nice to have. And then I showed you guys that my sun tea was done, and the way that I make my iced tea is I pour in that whole mason jar, and then I put in some of the Santa Cruz organic raspberry lemonade. I put that in, and then I put like 5 or 6 drops of stevia, and it tastes like a treat. Like, it's so good. And yeah, it's like the perfect tea to have in the summer. Whenever I'm in my 3rd trimester, I always have the iced tea on hand, because it's just so easy to drink down cold tea than it is to drink down hot tea, in my opinion. But I do still have a cup of the hot red raspberry leaf tea too. I either have it in the morning before my morning coffee, or I have it in the evening when I'm just watching TV or something. So I really up my red raspberry leaf tea in my 3rd trimester, because I do feel like it's essential. And then I had to wipe off the table out here, because in the summer we pretty much eat outside every single night. That's just one of our favorite things to do. So I needed to clean off the table from where the kids were snacking and eating their lunch. And Josh called me, I think like right before I started cleaning the table, but Josh called me and told me he was on his way. So whenever Josh is on his way, I start to just like go through the house and see what kind of things that I can do. I know that he loves to come home to a clean house, and like, who doesn't love that? So it's just one of the ways that I serve him. I love doing things for him, because he just provides for our family so well, and he's just the best dad and the best husband. So this is just one of the ways that I know I can make him happy. So I go around the house, and I started off in the living room first. And I have to vacuum every single day because of the kids and the dogs. I know that everything needs vacuumed every day. So I was going to go ahead and just vacuum the rugs and just fluff the pillows, put away anything that I saw needed to be done.
Wish I could make you stay, 'cause baby I love you. Why you tryna break us up when I'm tryna build it up? I wish I could make you stop, 'cause baby I love you. Guess I'm gonna dance alone tonight.
And the kids were still on the float at this point. They stay on the float pretty much until we tell them to get off. But every time that we have a float night, we have to do showers and everything too. So on this night, after I cleaned up everything, I just told myself that I would give them a shower later on, because Josh wanted to grill. So I mean, I'm always down for him to grill because that means that I don't really have to do like a ton in the kitchen. And I did deep clean the kitchen today, so it was nice not having to dirty it up and clean it all up again. I left the homeschool stuff in here earlier, so I had to take care of that as well. So I know that last time, I think it was like, 2 years ago that the last season of Bridgerton came out. I can't remember, but I was gushing over it. I was telling you guys that I just loved it so much. It was Kate and Anthony's season, which is still my favorite season. But I watched season 3, and I was not a fan, like, at all. I was so disappointed, and it was like hard for me to get through it. And I was like, this is so disappointing, because like Bridgerton is one of my favorite things ever. And so I was so sad because I was looking forward to it so much. And I feel like that is kind of like a shared opinion with a lot of people, because I'm in a Bridgerton group on Facebook, and after the season aired, a lot of them were saying that they were disappointed. So let me know what you guys thought of it down below, because I'd love to hear your opinions. And he came home before I was done cleaning up, but it was okay because he brought me groceries and he needed to empty them out of the car, so I was still able to finish everything before he started grilling. But I did need a vacuum over the carpet in here because homeschooling today, well, usually homeschooling we have to do some kind of craft with our English lesson, so paper just gets all over the place. And I am using a different vacuum than my Dyson. This is a vacuum that I actually got off of TikTok shop, but I think it's on Amazon too. And I can't remember what it's called. It's like Desky or something like that, or Desky, I don't know. Can't remember what it's called. Obviously I chose this one because it's blue and it's so cute, but I mostly got this one to take with us on vacations and for the kids to use in their room because it's actually adjustable, and I've been loving it. The Dyson is better, obviously. I mean, you get what you pay for, but I have been loving this vacuum for like hardwood floors, for easy surfaces, and I'm gonna love taking it on our upcoming camping trip. So I will link that down below for you guys because I definitely think it's worth it, and like the price is great. So this is what I got at Sprouts. First of all, tell me you're pregnant without telling me you're pregnant. We got some orange and cream Good Pops. These are so good. The Fudge-sicle Johnny Pops. These are also amazing. We got a ton of Johnny Pops. The Tropical Paradise Punch ones. The Cotton Candy. These are my favorite. And then the Blue Wave. These are also so good. We have a deep freezer now in our garage, so I can get a lot more things that can go in the freezer than I used to. And then we got Meyer Lemon Cookie. I've never tried this, but it looked so good, and it's organic and pasture raised. Like, I'm excited to try that. And then we got strawberry ice cream, vanilla bean ice cream. These are like the staples that we keep in the house. The kids love those. Got some red onions, some organic baby sweet potatoes. Got the kids some chips. We got the cheddar sour cream ones by Boulder. These are so good. These were new, but I'm really excited to try these. I think they're going to taste like Funyuns. I'm excited. These are also a chip that the kids love, the organic barbecue corn chips. We got fruit tape. This is a pool staple for the kids. I needed some more lime juice. We got an organic seedless watermelon. I mean, not seedless, obviously. If it has to have seeds, it's organic. But Auden is obsessed with watermelon, so I got that for him. We got some pepper jelly, which we're actually using this tonight on the chicken burgers we make. I'll show you how. It's so good. Some Miyoko's oat milk butter. This is still one of my favorite butters. I love it so much. Some organic jalapenos. Some organic banana peppers. These have the best ingredients I've ever seen, and we're making that banana pepper roast that I showed you guys in one of my previous Get It All Done videos. So we always have banana peppers on hand. They're Josh's favorite. Got some cream cheese. This is our favorite by Nancy's. Got some more grass milk cheese. This is our favorite. Well, It's not actually our favorite, but we don't have access to the cheese that we always get because it has not been on the shelves for forever. Don't know why, but this is the next best one. We got lots of garlic, some taco seasoning. We use this a lot. Some popcorn. We use this in our popcorn machine. They had organic cotton candy grapes, and this is what I wait for all year. I wait until they have the organic ones because then I can eat these guilt-free. And then I also got our favorite orange juice. We don't usually drink orange juice, but I've been making a lot of mocktails, and orange juice is like the main ingredient in a lot of them, so I went ahead and got that. And then we got some of these cinnamon grams. So we do s'mores a lot in the summertime, so we just went through a box of these, and I like to keep some on hand.
Even if you tried, you wouldn't understand it. Maybe something's missing inside of you. Just a bit of sugar to that horrid bitter. Maybe you taste different. Hold up, baby. I can sit beside you while you're going on about your simple life. Nothing left you think.
I feel like I've said summer like a million times in this video, but another thing that I always look forward to in the summer is fresh lemonade. It's my favorite thing. It's the kids' favorite thing. Josh loves it. So I make this literally all the time. So I take like 8 lemons, I think. It really depends on how many lemons I have because I will make it work with anything. But on this day I had 8 lemons. So I took 8 lemons and put them in my citrus juicer. And then after I juiced all of those, I put like a half a cup of this organic sugar in the raw and mixed that together. And then you take some condensed milk of some kind. So the one that I used today was the coconut condensed milk, which is really good because it actually gives it a little bit of a coconut flavor, which, you know, I'm obsessed with coconut, and it's non-dairy. So I do love to use the coconut condensed milk, but I also use the regular organic condensed milk from Sprouts too, and that one is super good. With the coconut one, it does solidify a lot more, so you do have to mix it more vigorously, but either way, it's just so good. But if you add the cream, it just makes it into this amazing creamy lemonade, and it's delicious, and it goes perfectly outside with anything that we grill. It's always delicious. So I went outside and we just watched the kids play for a little while Josh grilled. We were grilling the Amy Lou chicken burgers, which this is like the caramelized onion ones, which are our absolute favorite. They're organic too, and they're at Costco, usually just in the summertime. So we always pick up a bunch and put them in the freezer because they're delicious. And I'm remaking a burger that I had at a restaurant. So I just took some homemade mayonnaise, then I took some cream cheese, then I'm taking some pepper jelly. Okay, stay with me. I know it sounds weird, but it's beautiful, I promise. And then I slice up some sweet onion, and then I take some jalapeno slices. I actually take a bunch of jalapeno slices, and it just tastes like a jalapeno popper chicken burger, and it's so good. I wish I could say I came up with this idea, but I didn't. Like I said, we went to this local burger place and had them, and they were amazing, but I knew I had to recreate it at home, so I recreated it with the chicken burgers and with regular burgers, and it's just so good. But this is the end of this video. It was finally the end of the day. After we ate, we still had to give the kids a shower before we went to bed, so we still had a pretty longish night ahead of us. But I felt so accomplished at the end of this day. So if you guys are struggling to get up and do things, because people always tell me, how are you always so motivated? How do you have so much energy? I don't. I make myself, okay? So if you guys want to feel good, get up and do it. Turn on my video in the background to give you some motivation. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel, and also follow my Instagram. I will have it linked down below. But I hope you guys have a great day, and I love all of you.